being a student athlete is very interesting, I would say, because I get to, have to handle schoolwork and also handle, practice schedules and dealing with teammates and things like that. But I say it's also a fun experience because not a lot of people can say that they played a sport in college. So I really, don't try to take that for granted at all. I try to, enjoy every moment I have at practice and every moment I have in school because I know I'm getting a better education along with being able to play basketball. So I really enjoy that.
Being a student athlete, you have a lot of responsibility, and professors know they have a lot of responsibility, but they still will treat you the same as any other student, which is fine. Like, you shouldn't be treated differently, but with the responsibility, like I said, you have 25 hours of basketball plus a week, and when conference comes, it's going to be more. You have to be able to find time for your academics to fit in there as well as with your responsibilities of work. And so I would just say finding time to make sure you get everything done as well as your well-being.
Well, there is a lot of time consumption from your sport, so you're usually putting in about 20 to 30 hours. If the coaches are very intense, I assume football goes even longer. And then along with that, you've got to manage your schoolwork and any other activities that you're involved in.
I would say I'm a pretty good time manager, or I have really good time management, and so I know my schedule for basketball and academics, so then I try to put my other work and RA stuff around that.
I just try to plan everything out, day by day. Like, I know if I have a couple days off, that means I got to be, studying more. And if I don't have, a lot of tests, it means I can get in the gym more and, work on my craft and things like that. So I have a planner that I use every day, and I make sure I plan my, tasks that I need to do. I plan those out because if I don't, I'll forget it because I'm involved in so many things. So I really think planning organizational skills helps me a lot.
The only other thing I do is I am part of the Phi Kappa Alpha fraternity, and I was on the exec board for the past year.
How much time do you think that takes up a week?
Probably about 15 hours.
And then if you're in season for soccer too, that's another
20 to 30 that I'm adding on, so it can feel like a full-time job at times.
Well, I'm the president of a group called SAC, which is like a faculty and student athlete kind of liaison group, and I'm the president of that group, so I have to do a lot of responsibilities with that. And just being in a science major is really challenging at times, and I have a lot of hats I have to do with that as well. So just being a science major and being a president of a group on campus, along with being in basketball, it's really tough, but I can still get through it.
Tell me more.
I'm an RA.
How much time do you think that takes up about a week?
A week?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an RA 24/7 pretty much, so residents come to me whenever I need them or whenever they need me. So, I don't know, a lot of time.
Just having kind of the recognition, I guess, of I'm a student, but I'm also an athlete on campus, and I'm doing well in both of them. And just the personal kind of goal for me is just to do well in both of them. And I feel like that's really important to me. And I feel like that's one of my most favorite parts, is doing well in both my athletics and in my studies.
What would you say your favorite part of being a student athlete here at Linfield is?
I do not know how to answer that, mainly because I have never been anything but a student athlete. I would say the professors have been probably one of the most helpful resources I've experienced in my time getting degrees. The professors here, especially the upper division ones, or even some of the lower division, they have been very committed and very willing to work with any student athlete in order so that they can still succeed.
That's one of the biggest reasons why I chose Linfield. Was I love my coach, Casey Ben Wilson. Is one of the best people, I'm sure you know, but she's one of the best role models I've had, and she knows my busy schedule. She constantly checks in with me, and so I have really close relationships with my professors. Also, I make sure to make that relationship early on so they know who I am and how I really do care about my academics as well as my sports. And so I'm putting them both as a priority. I don't want them to think I'm choosing basketball or academics or vice versa. And same with RA. I don't want my bosses thinking I'm choosing one thing or the other, because they're all important to me. So, all the different people, my friends, they know I'm busy too, and so they always make fun of me that like you put too much on your plate. But honestly, like I said, I like being busy.
I would say the teachers and professors are really flexible, and if I'm going to be missing class for games or practices, I can always go to their office hours and get extra tutoring sessions in. The tutors on campus are amazing because they're there from Sunday through Thursday, and I can go there and ask them questions if I don't understand what's going on in class, things like that. And my coaches, they're really acceptable of me having to miss some practice time for, making up a lab or being in the classroom for tutoring sessions. And my teammates, they're just like me, like they're going through the same struggles I'm going through, so we're always there and have each other's back.